Hey, Kate. I know we don't talk much, but I have something important to discuss with you. Do you have a few minutes?
Sure, what's going on? Everything okay with you and Tyler?
Yes, everything is great between us. That's actually why I'm reaching out. We finalized all the details for our wedding next month.
That's wonderful news. I'm so happy for you both. Tyler mentioned you two were aiming for a fall wedding, but he didn't give me all the details yet.
We're really excited. The ceremony and reception are all booked at the country club. It's going to be a beautiful event with about 200 guests.
200 guests? Wow, that sounds like it's going to be absolutely magical. Tyler must be over the moon. I've been looking forward to celebrating with you both. What can I do to help with any last-minute preparations?
Well, here's the thing. After a lot of reflection, Tyler and I think it would be best if you kept your distance from him once we're officially married.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Keep my distance how? What do you mean exactly? Did I do something to upset you or Tyler? I thought we all got along fine.
No, it's nothing you did to me personally. I've just been thinking a lot about our families joining together. Tyler and I are starting a new chapter in our lives, and we want it to be perfect. To be frank, your background doesn't really fit the image I have for our new life together.
My background? You mean how I raised Tyler on my own after our parents passed away when he was 8? I'm really confused about what that has to do with your marriage to him.
I know you made a lot of sacrifices to support Tyler when you were young, and I do respect that. You stepped up when he needed someone, and that was admirable. But the reality is, the way you earned money back then is something I'm not comfortable being associated with. It's not the kind of family history that fits with the social circles we're moving into now.
Is this about my old job at the sports bar? Seriously? I know it wasn't a prestigious career, but I did honest work to keep a roof over our heads. What exactly are you trying to say here?
I don't mean any offense, and I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. It's great that you were able to support Tyler and get him through school, but you have to admit, a place known for girls in skimpy clothes serving wings to men isn't exactly the classiest employment history. I just don't know how I would explain that to my family and our social circle when they ask about Tyler's background. My parents are very involved in the community, and they have certain expectations about who we associate with.
Wow, I honestly had no idea you were so judgmental about how I kept my orphaned brother clothed and fed. I was barely an adult myself, Jessica. I was 18 years old, trying to figure out how to take care of an 8-year-old. It wasn't the most flattering place to work, but there were strict rules for customers, and the pay was good enough to cover our expenses. It was the best I could do as a high school dropout with no work experience.
I didn't mean to upset you, and I'm really not trying to judge your choices. I'm just being realistic about perceptions and how things look to other people. This is a new stage of life for me and Tyler. We'll be socializing and networking with his colleagues and my family's business associates. These are people who have certain expectations and standards about the company they keep. You can understand how it would reflect on me as Tyler's wife to have people know my new sister-in-law used to work at that kind of establishment.
And a loving sister who literally worked her butt off to give Tyler a chance at a better future doesn't fit into your high society plans? Is that really what you're telling me right now? That my love and sacrifice for Tyler is somehow embarrassing to you?
No need to get so defensive about this, Kate. Tyler wouldn't be where he is today without your help, and I absolutely get that. But you have to admit it would raise some eyebrows for people to find out his sister was exploiting herself to pay the bills. I'm not saying it was your fault or that you had other options at the time. I just think the past should stay in the past, you know? It's about everyone putting their best foot forward for the future.
I cannot believe what you're telling me right now. You want me to stay away from my own brother because you're ashamed of how I survived after our parents died. All because I don't have a fancy enough resume for your snobby friends and their country club expectations?
Kate, you're taking this all wrong and getting way too emotional about it. I'm just trying to be upfront about the standards and expectations that come with marrying into this social class. It's not about shame or snobbery, it's about being practical and realistic. I assumed you'd understand and want to protect Tyler from awkward questions and whispers, too. I thought you'd want what's best for his future and his career prospects. Clearly, I misjudged the situation. If you're going to be so sensitive about your past, maybe it's best that you sit the wedding out entirely.
I'm absolutely speechless right now. 30 minutes ago, I was happily planning to watch my brother marry the love of his life. Now, his bride-to-be is uninviting me because she's embarrassed by the way I fought to give him a future. I'm so sorry my work history doesn't fit into your country club fairy tale wedding. If you can't accept the truth of how Tyler got to where he is today and what I sacrificed for him, then you're absolutely right. I don't belong at your perfect little wedding with your perfect little friends.
I was really hoping you'd be more reasonable and mature about this situation, but I guess I was wrong. This is exactly the kind of drama and overreaction I was worried about. I'll let Tyler know our concerns were completely valid and that you won't be attending the wedding. Don't worry, we'll make your absence seem mutual and voluntary. No need to hurt him with the details of your emotional outburst.
My emotional outburst? You just told me I'm not good enough to be seen with you and Tyler. That my loving brother, who I raised from childhood, is better off erasing me to fit into your spoiled rich girl world. Trust me, Tyler absolutely will hear every single detail of this conversation. Have fun trying to spin that story.
Suit yourself, Kate. I'm not going to argue about this anymore. Just forget about the wedding completely. In fact, forget about contacting either of us going forward. I won't have you disrupting our new life with your blue-collar baggage. You can focus on your minimum-wage office job and leave the real socializing to those of us with the proper background and education. I'll take good care of Tyler now. He doesn't need his big sister looking out for him anymore. He has a real family to be a part of now. Goodbye, Kate. Don't bother responding to this.
I always knew you had some judgmental tendencies from little comments here and there, but this is absolutely unreal. Good luck trying to control your new husband the way you're trying to control his family relationships. Tyler's going to see right through this manipulative behavior. Goodbye, Jessica.
Hello, Kate. This is Ophelia, Jessica's mother.
Hello, Ophelia. How can I help you?
I'm contacting you directly because Jessica informed me about your recent conversation. She mentioned concerning issues regarding your family background and previous employment. I'd like to give you the opportunity to explain the situation to me from your perspective.
All right, I'll explain again. Jessica messaged me saying that after she marries Tyler, she wants me to keep my distance from them permanently. All because she looks down on how I supported Tyler and myself when we were younger after our parents passed away. She said my work history doesn't seem to fit the image expected from your family. Ophelia, I just want to be clear with you. I will never apologize for doing everything I could to support the only family I had left.
What do you mean, exactly? How did you support him? I'm sorry if I'm prying, but this is quite a shock to hear. Jessica made it sound like there was some kind of family conflict, but she didn't give me any real details.
Well, when our parents died in the car accident, I was 18 and Tyler was only 8 years old. I dropped out of high school to work full-time so I could support us both and keep us together. I waitressed at a sports bar restaurant for several years. The tips were good, and it allowed me to pay rent and keep Tyler fed and clothed. Jessica said that's shameful and embarrassing, and that I need to keep it secret to protect your social image. She basically told me I'm not good enough to be associated with your family and your country club friends.
I am absolutely horrified by Jessica's behavior toward you. Working an honest job to support your little brother is nothing to be ashamed of. What you did was incredibly brave and selfless. I'm very surprised and disappointed by her cruelty. This is not the daughter I thought I raised. Her attitude is completely unacceptable.
Thank you so much, Ophelia. I'm so relieved. That means more than you know coming from you. I expected a different response. I've always been proud of how I stepped up for Tyler when he needed me most. Having Jessica throw that sacrifice back in my face and call it embarrassing really cut deep. She even uninvited me from the wedding because she doesn't want her guests to know about my past.
I am absolutely appalled that she would try to drive a wedge between you and Tyler. You raised that boy with love and determination when you could have easily given up or let the state take him. This is not a reflection on you at all, Kate. You're incredibly strong, and Tyler is lucky to have you as a sister. Jessica could learn a lot from your integrity and work ethic instead of judging you for it.
I really appreciate your kindness and understanding when I was starting to feel like maybe I should just slink away in shame. Your support is giving me the strength to stand up for my relationship with my brother. I was actually considering just staying away from the wedding to avoid causing problems, but now I'm reconsidering that.
You've been Tyler's fierce protector and supporter his entire life. Never let anyone make you feel small for that. What you did was heroic, not shameful. I'm embarrassed I didn't see this judgmental side of Jessica sooner. I need to have a very serious conversation with her about respect and family values.
Tyler deserves to know the truth about how Jessica really sees me and our family background. I was going to try to avoid rocking the boat and just disappear quietly, but I see now that I can't let her erase me from his life. He has a right to know what kind of person he's marrying and how she really feels about his sister.
I'm so glad to hear you say that. You had every reason to stand tall and fight for your place in Tyler's life. I will make it crystal clear to Jessica that her behavior is what's truly embarrassing here. Please keep me posted on how things develop. I want you to know I'm 100% in your corner.
I honestly can't thank you enough, Ophelia. Your support means the world to me when I was feeling so isolated and hurt. It gives me hope that not everyone in Jessica's family shares her views about people like me.
I have complete faith that Tyler will put Jessica in her place about this when he finds out what she said. Listen, this conversation is too important to just have over text messages. Can we meet in person tomorrow? There's a lot more I want to discuss with you about Jessica's behavior and how we can address this together. How about Cafe Bistro on Main Street? Say around 2 p.m. if that works for your schedule?
I'm looking forward to meeting with you in person tomorrow. Thank you again for reaching out and being so supportive when I really needed to hear it.
See you tomorrow at 2 p.m., dear. We'll figure out the best way to handle this situation together. Jessica needs to understand that her behavior toward you is completely unacceptable and won't be tolerated.
Kate, I've been thinking more about our conversation and the whole wedding situation. After sleeping on it, I think it's best if you don't attend the ceremony at all. It would just be too awkward and complicated for everyone involved. You understand where I'm coming from, right? It's better to avoid any potential issues.
No, Jessica, I don't understand at all. First, you demanded that I have no contact with Tyler after the wedding, and now you're uninviting me altogether? This is getting more unreasonable by the day, Jessica.
Kate, I'm really not trying to be cruel here. You have to understand that we come from completely different worlds. My family and friends wouldn't know what to make of a sister-in-law who worked at a seedy sports bar serving drunk men. It's just not the kind of background that fits with the image we're trying to project as a couple. It's honestly better for everyone involved if you sit this one out and let us start fresh.
You mean it's better for you and your precious image because you're a snob who can't handle the truth about how Tyler got to where he is today. Through my sacrifices and my hard work when we had absolutely nothing. Well, guess what, Jessica? You're not the only one who gets a say in this family.
Excuse me? I am Tyler's future wife, which means my opinion carries a lot more weight than some girl who used to serve chicken wings and celery sticks while wearing next to nothing. This is my wedding day we're talking about, and I won't have you embarrassing us in front of my family and friends with your sordid past. I have worked too hard planning this perfect day to have it ruined by awkward questions about Tyler's trashy sister.
That sordid past and trashy sister is what kept your precious fiancé housed, fed, and in school when we had nothing. And for your information, your own mother completely disagrees with your heartless attitude. Ophelia thinks you're being a cruel bridezilla, and she's ashamed of how you're treating me.
What would you possibly know about my mother? Don't try to drag her into this. My mother understands the importance of maintaining our family's reputation and social standing. She would never side with someone like you over her own daughter's wedding day.
For your information, I met with Ophelia yesterday afternoon, and we had a very long conversation about your behavior. She wanted to discuss your cruel treatment of me face to face because she was so appalled by what you said. Ophelia made it crystal clear that if you consider me, Tyler's guardian and sister, to be unsuitable for the wedding, then it wouldn't be appropriate for your parents to attend either. She said a family that doesn't welcome Tyler's sister has no business being at his wedding ceremony. Your mother is completely on my side in this. Are you really prepared to uninvite your own parents too? Or is it time for you to apologize?
I don't believe a word you're saying. My mother would never betray me like that over some waitress. She knows how important this day is for our family's status and reputation in the community. You're obviously lying to try to manipulate me into changing my mind.
I have absolutely no reason to lie, unlike you, who's been trying to rewrite history and erase Tyler's past. Ophelia and I both completely agree that Tyler deserves a wife who respects his whole story, including the sister who raised him. You owe both of us a huge apology for your disgusting behavior and attitude.
This is absolutely unbelievable. I won't let you turn my own mother against me and ruin my perfect wedding. I am calling her right now to straighten this whole mess out. You'd better stay away from my family, Kate. I mean it. I can't believe this is happening. My own mother chose you over me. She told me she worked at the same sports bar when I was in 5th grade. When Dad's business went bankrupt and we almost lost the house. I had absolutely no idea that ever happened to our family. This is completely insane. I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Your mother is a good woman who understands what it means to do whatever it takes for family. Maybe you should try learning from her example instead of judging people for their survival choices.
Don't you dare lecture me about family values. You've completely ruined everything I have worked so hard to build. My perfect wedding is falling apart because of your drama and my mother's ridiculous loyalty to a stranger.
I didn't ruin anything, Jessica. Your cruel attitude and prejudice ruined it. Your mother isn't being ridiculous. She's being a decent human being who recognizes sacrifice when she sees it. Maybe if you spent less time worrying about what other people think and more time appreciating the people who love Tyler, none of this would be happening.
Jessica, I've been thinking about our conversation and Kate's situation for the past 2 days. After everything Kate told me about what you said to her, I am deeply ashamed that my daughter is acting this way. Demanding that she skip the wedding after everything she's done for Tyler? It's unthinkable.
Thank you for standing up for me again, Ophelia. It means more than you know. I never expected this level of support from Jessica's family, but I'm so grateful for your understanding.
Don't thank me, Kate. This is about basic human decency and family values. If my daughter can't show proper respect to the woman who raised her future husband with love and sacrifice, then she doesn't deserve my presence at her wedding. I told her father about the situation, and he completely agrees with my position. We will not be attending any wedding where Tyler's sister is not welcome and celebrated for her dedication to him.
Ophelia, something major just happened, and I think you need to know about it. Tyler found out about everything Jessica said to me, and he's absolutely furious with her. But there's something else. He also discovered Jessica's own past employment history. Apparently, Jessica worked at a gentleman's club while she was in college about 5 years ago. Tyler's college friends recognized her from some photos they found on social media. They remembered her from when they used to go there during their senior year.
Are you serious? After everything she said to you about your waitressing job?
Tyler showed me the photos they found. It's definitely her, no question about it. She was working there while she was supposed to be focusing on her studies.
She had the nerve to condemn you for being a waitress to support your brother while she was working at a gentleman's club? Oh, the hypocrisy is absolutely unbelievable after what she put you through. This explains so much about why she was being so condescending and judgmental toward you. She was clearly projecting her own shame and guilt onto you to make herself feel better.
Kate, please, I really need your help right now. Tyler won't answer any of my calls or text messages. He found out about my old job at the gentleman's club and he's furious. I tried calling him 20 times last night, but he just keeps sending me straight to voicemail.
Oh, really? So how does it feel to be judged and condemned for your past employment choices? Not so pleasant when the shoe is on the other foot, is it, Jessica?
It's not what you think at all. It was only for a month during my junior year of college. I just needed cash for a spring break trip to Hawaii with my sorority sisters, and my parents' allowance wasn't enough for the travel expenses. It is completely different from your situation. It was just dancing, nothing more than that. Please, Kate, you have to tell Tyler it wasn't a big deal, and that it's not the same as you working at that trashy sports bar.
Let me get this straight. You viciously shamed me for waitressing to keep a roof over my orphaned brother's head. You called me low class and trashy. You tried to cut me completely out of Tyler's life because of my job. But somehow you working at a strip club for party money is totally fine and acceptable? The hypocrisy is absolutely mind-blowing.
It wasn't a strip club. It was dancing at a very upscale gentleman's club. Super classy and elegant. Nothing like that dive sports bar you worked at with all those drunk slobs. I swear on my life it was completely harmless, and I never did anything inappropriate.
You were still exploiting yourself for money, honey. But that's not even the real point here. The point is that you judged and condemned me for doing what I had to do to survive. While you were hiding your own employment history and lying to Tyler about your past. You're a complete hypocrite who has no right to judge anyone else's choices.
Look, Tyler doesn't care about where I worked, but he's absolutely furious that I hid it from him, especially when I was judging you so harshly while keeping my own secrets. Please, Kate, just tell him that I made a stupid mistake. Tell him I didn't mean all those awful things I said about you. I am literally begging you to help me save my relationship. I can't lose Tyler over this.
Oh, so now you admit that what you said about me was awful? Funny how that works. You didn't seem to think it was awful when you were calling my job trashy and trying to erase me from my own brother's life. You didn't think it was awful when you told me I wasn't good enough to be seen with your family. Your true colors are really showing now that you're the one being judged, aren't they?
I'm sorry, okay? I shouldn't have said those horrible things to you. I was completely wrong and out of line. But I can't lose Tyler over this. My whole future depends on this marriage working out. You have to help me fix this situation. Please, I'll do anything you want.
Fix it? You made this mess all on your own with your lies and judgment, sweetheart. You're the one who decided to shame your fiancé's only family while hiding your own scandalous past. Tyler seeing you for the hypocritical liar you really are is just the natural consequences of your own actions. It's called karma, Jessica. Get used to dealing with it.
This isn't karma, it's sabotage. You are deliberately turning Tyler against me on purpose because you never liked me. You're probably thrilled that our relationship is falling apart.
Sabotage? Says the girl who tried to cut her fiancé's sister completely out of his life over an honest job? You're the one who mocked me for being a waitress while hiding the fact that you were a stripper. You were the one who got caught being a two-faced, judgmental snob. That's entirely on you, not me. Maybe, if you weren't so busy looking down on us trashy working folks, you'd still have a wedding to plan.
That job was years ago. I had almost completely forgotten I even worked there. It meant absolutely nothing to me. Please, Kate, we can get past this whole misunderstanding. Tell him that you forgive me for what I said and that we can all move forward as a family.
Oh, sure, now it meant nothing to you. But when I was busting my butt to keep a roof over Tyler's head, that meant I was trailer park trash. When I was sacrificing my education and my teenage years to give him a future, that was something to be ashamed of. The double standards are unreal. You're not worthy of marrying my brother. Tyler deserves so much better than a lying, manipulative status chaser like you.
You're really going to let one mistake ruin my entire life? I thought you were a bigger person than that, Kate. I said I was sorry. What more do you want from me? I can't change what I said.
One mistake? This isn't one mistake, Jessica. This is your entire personality of cruelty and superiority coming to light. You're only sorry because you got caught in your lies and hypocrisy. You're not sorry for how you treated me. Enjoy your fall from grace. Maybe a dose of real life outside your snobby bubble will teach you some humility. Maybe you'll learn not to judge people for doing what they have to do to survive and take care of their families. In the meantime, stay away from me and stay far away from Tyler. You've done enough damage with your lies. Good luck building a new life somewhere else. You're going to need all the help you can get.
Kate, I wanted to reach out one more time to apologize for my daughter's appalling behavior. Tyler told me everything about what happened and how the engagement has been called off. I am mortified that Jessica could be so cruel and hypocritical, especially after learning about her own employment history.
You don't need to apologize for her choices, Ophelia. You've been nothing but supportive and kind to me through all of this. You stood by me when it mattered most, and I'll never forget that level of loyalty and decency.
Tyler is incredibly lucky to have you as his sister, and I want you to never forget that. What you accomplished in raising him with love and sacrifice is truly remarkable.
Thank you so much, Ophelia. Your support has meant absolutely everything to me during this difficult time. I'm grateful that not everyone in Jessica's family shared her views about people like me.
You'll always be welcome in our family, Kate. I hope we can stay in touch even after all this drama settles down. You're the kind of person we should all strive to be. Loyal, hardworking, and full of love for family.
I would love to stay in touch with you. Thank you for seeing the real me and not judging me for my past. That means more to me than you'll ever know. Jessica and Tyler immediately canceled the wedding and called off their engagement. Jessica tried desperately to get her parents on her side, but Ophelia told her, "I don't want to see the face of a daughter who judges people by their jobs and education." She also pointed out that Tyler was mocked for being a high school dropout, but Jessica herself had failed classes and been held back twice in college, and even as an adult, still needed her parents to wake her up for work. Hardly in a position to judge others, Jessica was kicked out of her family home and had to find somewhere else to live while she reflected on her behavior and prejudices.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.